Hey, what's everybody doing? We are, as you see, I got a load on my back, and we are heading up, there's the back trail, the Appalachian Trail in Virginia. It is a cool day, overcast if you can see it. There's actually light snow falling. So, it's a little chilly, but not too bad. Puffy coat on, and just keep hiking. You'll warm up. But anyway, that is it. The trail is wet, so nice cold day, 29 with wind and wet feet. Can't get any better than this. Anyway, I gotta keep looking down. Don't want to step on any rocks. But that's it. Backpack's feeling great. The wind is what's terrible up here. Absolutely crazy amount of wind. I think it's 12-mile-an-hour winds, 29 degrees, wind chills down in the teens almost, or right at the teens. So, I'll get back with you as I get up to this peak here a little bit more. Here is a blaze. And this is the way we are, this is the way we're heading. That's it. I'll get back with you guys in a little bit. Have a good day. Give you a little idea of, hold on a second, I'm gonna go on. Hands are cold, let me get a glove on. Give you a little idea of what I got in my backpack. I don't know what that means. We're gonna go this way. I've got on the very bottom a sleeping bag, sleeping pad. Let me see what else. Sleeping bag, sleeping pad. Then I've got my tent, rain fly, ground cloth for the tent. My poles are on the outside of the bag. My little cook set with stove and fuel. Let me see what else. Then I've got a water bladder, about 2 liters of water in it, because there is no water up this way for a while. Probably 10 miles, 12 miles. About 3 days of food, snacks, bananas, granola bars, Snicker bars, some nuts, almonds, salted almonds. Sorry for the huffing and puffing. It is all uphill. Climbing up this mountain or peak. I really like, because when it rains, a lot of water runs down these trails. I like the way they're building the little runoff so it doesn't turn into one big river going down the trail. It'll actually come here and run off to the side. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully the wind noise is not too bad. It is gusting now that we're getting up near the top. I'll turn it around since I'm ugly and the trail is so beautiful. Well, let me turn this around and let you see where I'm walking. Even though it's cold, it's absolutely beautiful today. Not sweating. Here's some of the mountain ridge. Once the trees come out, being that this is right near the end of February, once the trees come out, absolutely not going to be able to see nothing like that. They'll be blocking the ridges until you get up here to an overlook, which I'm not sure how far that is. Anyway, see some old footprints in the ground. Somebody's been up through here recently. Not since the heavy rain we got during the middle of the week, but definitely been up here, which I don't blame. Beautiful. So anyway, back in the backpack. So I got the water and turning around. Use my straw, drinking, snot rag because it's cold, a little knife. I don't like it in my bag, in my hip packs, in case I need to get to it. I can just grab it, pop it out. Starting to sweat a little bit, which isn't good. I didn't want to do that. But coming up the hill like this with 30 pounds. Oh yeah, that's it. It's about 30 pounds on my back, which isn't bad. All right, let me get up this hill a little bit more. And what else? Oh, clothing. I've got sleep clothes to put on with a shirt, 2 pairs of socks, 1 more pair of underwear, another spare shirt. All of them are moisture wicking, no cotton. That's it. That's all the clothes. Wash 1 pair of underwear in the stream with a pair of socks, throw them on the back of the bag, and just keep going. So anyway, we'll get up here, take a rest in a little bit. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, hope everybody's doing okay. I got up that steep part there, all rocks. Now it's fairly flat, as you see. I'm gonna try to hold this camera better. Trying to watch the trail and hold the camera flat is a art in itself. As you see way up ahead of me, there's a blaze. There's I guess a little campsite you could go in right here, which is absolutely beautiful view. Got the mountains down there in the valley. That'd be a neat little spot to set up. You're actually not far enough off the trail right here. From what my understanding is, got to be 200 feet off of the trail to set up a camp. So that'd be a good lunch site. Take a snack break, little break. Okay, back in my backpack. Forgot a couple things. Toiletries, toilet paper, toothbrush, toothpaste, dental floss, which I'm not a big flosser. I do, but every once in a while, mainly with them pick sticks. But that's good sewing material. A little needle, a little bit of black thread, heavy nylon thread, not regular standard sewing thread, in case something rips. The backpack is actually amazing. I got the Offspray 60 liter. Trying to remember the exact name of it. I can't remember the name. I'll look at it when we get up here. Oops, loosened it up a little too much. But that's it. Sits real well on the hips, and I feel the straps just a little bit on my shoulders. I can stand upright. It doesn't try to pull me backwards because there's so many straps. Load handling, if the top part's leaning back too far, reach up, pull on them, bring the load up back to the back of your head, which I like to tip my head back a little, and I can feel it. So if I get tired or my neck or shoulders get tired, I can rest my head back on it while I'm standing upright walking and still see straight ahead. If you have it too far back, it's going to pull you backwards. You'll feel it. And of course, if you have too much weight up on top, leaning too far forward, it will push you forward. You're constantly trying to fight pushing backwards. Quite a bit of rocks through here. Got to be a little careful. But these are a beautiful thing right there. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Alrighty, I'm at the top of this ridge, which you can see here. Try to go slow. and steady. Top of a ridge, a little flat up in here. Real pretty, but I'm right on a knoll that drops off on this side, drops off on the other side, and the wind is fierce. Snow flurries. There was a light snow, but that stopped. So now it's just snow flurries. But doing great. It's a beautiful day, a little cool on the face. The rest of my body is perfectly warm. I've got darn tough socks, my Merlins or whatever they are called, shoes, which are absolutely tremendous. Just wind shear tights on, like on my legs, keep the wind off my legs, just so my muscles don't get cold and cramp. Pair of running shorts, and I'm using moisture wicking underwear, not using cotton, and I found they work great for hiking. I used them the other day for bicycle riding, and I did, I don't know, 30 miles on the touring bike, and they worked perfect without them, because every once in a while I'll use biking shorts where I need the pad, but my seat on my touring bicycle is perfect. It's an Autonomo, and it fits perfect, no pain, so I really don't even need bicycling shorts with the pad in them. I just can't wear cotton or anything like that. That will rub and chafe and give you a rash, if you know what I mean. So those worked out perfect just for 30 miles. So I'm thinking on an average touring day of 50, 60, 70 miles, still worked perfect. Easy to wash, throw them on the bags, keep riding. So they dry so quick. Here's another place. And heading back downhill. If you're not expecting to go uphill, downhill, through the Appalachian Trail, you're kidding yourself. There might be spots where you get a couple hundred yards of flat ground, but for the most part you are uphill and back down the other side and back up the hill. You get the idea. So anyway, that's it for my pack. Gosh, that's it. That's all I'm carrying. I mean, there's really not much. Oh, in the very top, the brain, or the lid, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it different things. I have just some necessities. That's where I keep my toilet paper in case I need it in an emergency, in case breakfast or something doesn't agree with you. And I have my brick, which is 12 ounces. It's a little heavy, but it's a necessity since I use my iPhone 6S Plus for my video and pictures. I just plug it in, throw it up in the brain for a little while, let it charge. I could get about 4 charges on my iPhone with it, and it will take a couple hours to charge. So when I get into town, I just throw it on charge while I'm having lunch or dinner, or if you're in a hostel, and it'll charge back up. Then charge your phone too. I have a 2-port charger when it plugs into 120, and it works out just perfect. So anyway, I got that up in the brain. I got snacks up in there. The hip pockets on this thing, the pack, are, I mean, yeah, I can't even fit my cell phone in it. Even though the iPhone 6S Plus is huge, it's still, you would think you could fit a cell phone in there, but no, ain't happening. Okay, I don't know where I'm heading now. This is, there you go. And we are heading straight. We're not taking a blue blaze, we're taking a white blazes. And that's it. Now we're heading downhill. But there's the view I have. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Give you an idea of the mountain range that I'm looking at. And you can see the snow way out over here is all snow. That's where the snow's falling. Got a little bit of sun on that ridge. And definitely some snow coming down way out over here. You got snow all up in there. So anyway, that's where I'm heading. Talk to you guys later. Okay, this you gotta see. This is beautiful. This is the trail right here, heading down. Going to cut across this ridge here, that ridge, down along there, and follow that ridge line all the ways down that way. This is absolutely beautiful. And then from this ridge right here, you get to go, oh, look out all over there. So anyway, and this is a big valley right here. Huge. This is absolutely beautiful out here. Windy, cool. My face is cold, but the rest of me is nice. but this is absolutely beautiful. See you guys in a little bit. Hold on, let me get down there and I'll bring you back up and show you what the view is over this ridge. Bye. Man, I tell you, what a view. Beautiful, beautiful view. Here's the valley. This thing goes straight down. It's hard to tell on video, but there's the valley. Got another peak up here. Try to go slow for you. Hopefully the wind's not too crazy bad. I mean, it's windy as crazy up here. There's the trail. Right on the edge of side of that mountain. And then here's the little knob right here. I got about another half a mile to go to get to the first shelter. And then probably another 7 miles to the next one. So, anyway. Everything's going good. A little windy. The snow is let up a whole lot, just a couple flurries blowing by. Next time, or when I get a chance, I'm going to plug in the microphone adapter I have for my iPhone. It runs to a wireless mic. I got a windshield on it, a little muff, black foam. So I'll put that on there. Ooh. No poles and going downhill. This is horrible. Anyway, so just wanted to show you what the heck we got up here. Beautiful weather, beautiful view, and up and down the hills. But wouldn't have it any other way. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Hang in there. Don't tune off. Don't turn off at the station. And I'll get back to you with some more video. Bye. Alrighty. Made it to the shelter. Privy's up there. I'm out of the wind kind of. Here's the bowl right here, the ridge. Here's the shelter. Fire pit right there outside of it, keep you warm. The ridge comes over there. You can hear the wind. Trees are whistling. As soon as you get up out of this little ridge here, this shelter's in the perfect spot. That's there. It's actually got a nice picnic table, a little fire pit there. They built that one there, some wood. People gathered some wood up. But that's it. This is the shelter. Windy and cold. And I'll tell you, the cold, I know my phone is good on battery, but with the cold weather like this, the cold takes the battery life right out of a phone instantly. Anyway, it's hard to see right here. Drops over the edge here, and that's it. You just got peaks all along there. We came down from up over that way, walked around and came down this ridge. But this is the shelter. Gonna grab something to eat and get out of this wind for a little bit, warm up, and then head on. So everybody be good, have a great Friday, and I'll get back with you. Anyway, here's that backpack. It is the Volt 60, and it's all I need. I mean, everybody talks about, oh, it's great for a day pack and all, but I've got everything in there. Like I said, it's 3 days of food, change of clothes, night clothes, a tent, rain fly, ground cloth, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, cook set. What else do I got in there? The battery charger for this phone. The tent stakes I put on the outside right there. These are those little pockets I was telling you about. They just don't, they don't even hold my phone. But I've got, you know, little necessities, little snack bars, stuff like that in there. And then there's the other part of it, the handle. And then up in the brain here is where I got bananas, junk like that I want to get to pretty quick. All my rain gear is down under here. I don't use it as a separate compartment for my sleeping bag. It's actually packed in there. I took that divider, I just let it go down. I'll put my rain gear in here if I need it. If it looks like it's going to rain one day, that way I can just pull it out pretty quickly. But this unhooks and you can get in that compartment nicely. Anyway, that is it. So everybody have a great day, Friday, and I'll get back with you in a little bit. Bye. Hey guys, what's going on? Back on it, and we're moving. The cold weather has zapped the battery out of this iPhone, so I have it. I don't know if I could get it to shoot. have it running in my pocket with the power cable. Hold on, the wind is harsh, terrible up here. I have the power cable running into my pocket where I have the battery pack, and I'm charging the phone while I'm walking. But I'm not going to talk anymore because the wind is horrible. I'm going to overlay it with some music, and you guys have a great day. It is never fun when you see that in front of you. And this is the trail. So, we're heading up that way. Beautiful valley. Let me see if I can get over here. There's the valley. The white you see out there, oh, right up in there, that's all snow. So it's heading this way. But that's it, that's the valley. Someone clear cut it all through there, pulled out a whole bunch of wood. That's it. Sorry about the wind. Have not seen a single person so far today. But I don't blame them. One, it's a weekday, Friday. Two, 12 to 15 mile an hour winds and 30 degrees. So, not very enjoyable for the average weekender or backpacker who is just out to enjoy themselves. They're waiting for the 60-degree weather, sunny, and a weekend. Anyway, wind's blowing again. Sorry about the audio, and I will get back with you guys in a little bit. Don't tune off. See you in a little bit. It's windy. You probably can't hear me because of the wind, but it's windy. Woo! I'll be heading down this ridge from what I could see on the map, going around there and around the back side of this big hill here. That I think is 43, heading down. I don't know where the heck that goes. That's it. This is the sun. Beautiful mountain and a little bit of sunshine today. That's pretty cool. There, I guess they're not threatened up here, so they don't care. Sorry about the wind again. But got real close to them, within, I'd say 20 yards. Climbing up this hill. I'm telling you, ain't nothing but hills and valleys, hills and valleys. All right, no more audio. Wind stinks. Here's where I'm at. Just coming up this hill. And eating a banana while I walk. I kept it up in the, sorry for eating with my mouth full. I kept it up in the lid, or the brain, whatever you want to call it. I was able to reach back, unzip it, pull it out, keep on walking. Probably gonna take a seat up here. My hips are hurting. Not sure if it's the backpack pushing down on the tops of my hips, or I've just worked my legs crazy amount past 2 or 3 days, and it's catching up to me. Either way, keep going. That's it. Here's the top of that hill I was showing you before. Try to stop moving. Nice little flat. Wind's coming over this way. Anyway, keep going to the next place. Alrighty, I'm back. It's been a while. Been just walking, trying to get some miles. Here's the trail, beautiful cutting through here. Wind, listen. You can hear it whistling through the trees. It's broken up with these, what the heck are they anyway? I forget what the heck they're called. Not rhododendrons. Might be. Anyway, these big guys, the wind's breaking it, so it's real nice. And that is it. Not very exciting on a viewer's point of view to watch someone walk up the trail. It's more fun when you run across people, or when you're camping, which will be later, or when it's warmer. You'll see more people out camping. And then you get more stories and things going on, where they're from, where they're going. That's going to be the fun part. That's what I'm waiting for. I enjoy the hiking. I love it. But it's more fun interacting with the people. Find out who they are. What's their background? I want to know, you know, did you just get out of school? A divorce? Gosh, I don't know. Maybe going through a midlife. And you want to just get out and do stuff you haven't done. So I want to hear about it, and I'm going to meet people on the trail. As the weather gets warmer, you'll see more people. They might just be day hikers trying to get out of the office for a little while, away from the rat race. Travel your butt off when you get out of school. That way you know where you want to live, what you want to do, more so what makes you happy. You get to meet a bunch of people. So that's my advice, is definitely travel when you get out of school. I love Virginia. I've been to most of the states in the US and around the world twice, so I know this is where I want to be. I've been to everywhere else. There's a few places I haven't been. Unfortunately, I haven't made it there yet. Australia is one. Africa is the other one. But all the others, all of Europe, Russia, all over in the islands, Brazil, Portugal, let me see, over Japan, Thailand, all through there. That was real nice too. It's just not a place to raise kids or raise a family. That's a great place if you want to go and just have a wild time all the time. Same with Brazil. Crazy place, great if you're single, and great if you want to just have fun and live it up and live on very little. If you're making money in the US somehow and want to live down there, you can live on a quarter of what you would live on up here in the US and have the same lifestyle or better. So anyway, that's enough of my lecturing, and this is the trail, and we're just going to keep trucking right along here. They're at the top of a ridge. Wind's blowing over the top of it, of course, because I mean, actually this is the top. Drops over there, drops down over there. So this is the actual very peak. When you look at a mountain ridge and it runs, you see it running down along the highway. This is where I'm walking, right along the very top of it, looking down on each side. Some of it's farmland, sometimes you can see roads, but you are at the peak of it. Not on the left or on the right, they put it right down the middle. But anyway, if you can, even just come out for a day hike. There's plenty of places where you can get on it. Look on map, Appalachian Trail. Go to their conservatory page, buy a map, look at different maps for your state, and just do a day hike if you want, or a little overnight hike. Okay, went a little further. I wanted to show you what the trail's turned into. This is fun. Here we go. This is the trail. That's where we're looking out at. Let's see where this heads. But you can see how rocky it is. And narrow. So that's one reason I use an inflatable sleeping pad, I'm sorry. So that way you can put everything inside your bag. I don't like anything on the outside. The only thing I have is my poles, but the compression straps on the bag actually compress it down, so that's no problem there. I don't like anything on the outside. For one, if you go to lay it down, throw it in the back of a truck to hitch a ride or something like that, something could break or fall off it, something like that. So I try to tie everything on or have it inside. So everything is in bags, and I put my rain fly for my tent in a separate bag, so that way I can take it out of the bag and dry it if I stop somewhere for lunch or find a sunny knoll, up on top of a hill. I can lay it out, let it dry off. It's separate from the tent, doesn't get the tent wet. Even though I carry bandanas, or one, for that purpose, if you get some moisture inside the tent, drips down inside, you get that dried out and then hang it outside the tent to dry, and it gets the moisture, gets the water out of the floor of the tent. But that's it. So that's one tip that I took from a bunch of people that have done the trail or do a lot of backpacking, is put the stuff inside your backpack unless absolutely necessary. Now, when I poke a hole in this inflatable air mattress and I'm sleeping on the ground literally, I may not have the same tune and be so happy about it, but for right now I haven't had a problem. I don't get in with my shoes because it has large vestibules on both sides. I think it's 20 square foot on each side of the the tent, because I have double D doors. Double D doors, ooh. Anyway, double doors in D style, and they're like 20 square foot vestibules on each side. So that way I could put the pack on one side, my shoes, wet clothes, and it's all out of the rain, out of everything. And then you can get in and out from the other side. So I never really get in where I have debris inside that I have to worry about a puncture in my air mat. It's not like I'm going to lay it down in a shelter. If I do go to just lay it out on a shelter, hold on, the darn wind, sorry about the wind noise. If I do lay it down in a shelter, I will put the footprint of the tent down first and then put it down. And also put my bag on it and everything. That way it keeps some of the stuff semi-clean, even though it gets filthy when you lay it down in the dirt and sit down and take a break. Your backpack's gonna get filthy. So it's just the way of life. Anyway, so we're heading downhill, as you see here. Here's some more mountain ranges. And that's all there is to look at. So sorry for being boring. Definitely, as more people get out here, say May, June, we'll start running into more people, day hikers, through hikers, and start getting some more stories and some good video. Right now, just showing you the trail, a little bit of what I'm using, what my setup is. Here we go with the wind again. Okay, I'll get back with you. You guys hang in there. Bye. Alrighty, the wind let up. I'm back down in the brush here. I'm off the top of the ridge. Been coming downhill for, it feels like a half a mile. I haven't checked. But I would rather climb up than come down any day. Coming downhill will beat the tar out of your legs. Anyway, the wind is harsh. I know the audio has been stinking. I'm sorry about that. I will come back on when I get to the next shelter and set up tent. Okay, back again real quick. Yeah, Saturday's supposed to be like 50. Sunday's supposed to be 60, somewhere around there. So beautiful weekend, no rain. Hopefully things will dry out, feet and all. But that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Well, the wind's still blowing, but anyway, here's my setup tent. And I'll tell you, it's a heck of a nice tent. It's 2 doors, 2 person. It's really 1.5. You can fit 2 in there if you want to get snug, if someone needs somewhere to, you know, to sleep. But it's by Tiger Outdoors, built in the US, has double ventilation. You got this big opening here, and then on the side over here you've got this flap that will pop open, give you a ventilation across your peak. And then here's your double door right there. So I mean, it's excellent tent. It weighs I mean, definitely more than an MSRP, you know, or the Hubba Bubba, whatever. But it is fraction of the price. I want to say with the Rainfly, double doors, 1.5 man. What'd I pay? $135, $140. 1 year satisfaction guarantee, no matter what. It's got the bathtub flooring. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, the same specs as all the other real top-notch ones, but just a new company that's starting out, wants to make a name for themselves. And I love it. Perfect tent, perfect for 2 people, even 1. No condensation. I mean, you got plenty of room for the condensation to go on the outside fly. Then I just pack that in the top part of the backpack and dry it out wherever I stop to get something to eat. But that's it. The sun is starting to poke through.